Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back with some bandages, duct tape, and super glue to try and stick together a team for another round of XCOM 2. And what can I say about last mission other than that's exactly what I get for opening my stupid trenchant mouth? Just because the men and women of the mobile infantry pulled off a pretty huge win on a retaliation mission doesn't mean that the war is suddenly over and that it's all downhill from there. Just because Zim captured a brain bug and just because it's afraid doesn't mean that the Sky Marshals aren't going to fling the mobile infantry face first into another meat grinder like Big K. Because they will, because they're idiots. The war is not over. We saw the end credit scenario where Captain Carmen Ibanez and Johnny Rico and the rest of the team were still continuing to fight because the war was not over, and that's exactly the way things are working out for us. And last mission also proved pretty conclusively that I should never say anything positive about the team or about how well things are going on the run. Because I'm always going to jinx it. That's just the way my luck runs. I will 100% of cases jinx it. If I speak of the devil, he will appear, show up, and stick his glowing red pitchfork directly into my tender rectum. So, you know what? I'm not going to do that. The tender rectum poking by the devil, that's a scientific fact. In that it's neither scientific or fact. But it will happen, trust me. And then you'll wind up, just like me, down in the infirmary atop a thrashing, screaming Amy Smart, holding her down while Dr. Tigan tries to glue what's left of her legs back to the stumps of her knees. And yeah, some of you are saying, oh sure, Pete, that's exactly what you're doing. I know, any excuse to lie atop a screaming, thrashing Amy Smart. Hey, the medical reasons is my story and I'm sticking to it, because it's really the only way I'm ever going to lie atop a screaming, thrashing Amy Smart. I don't know how to please a woman. I don't know anything, yeah. What I do know, though, is that we need to get up to mission control here and get to scanning. While I may not be able to please the lady, this should be ticking down because we killed a codex, right? That gives us -1, or at least I was told that it would. Okay, so Optimus Prime, for once, did not lie to us. I mean, he did lie about watching Bradford masturbate, and I gotta say Bradford was a little creeped out about it, but he didn't lie about reducing the progress. This is good. 6 days for alien alloys. Yeah, you know what? As much as I'd love to go poke around in an alien mass grave, we simply don't have time. We have to go make contact here in Eastern Europe. So this is going to cost us 80 intel, which is a lot. We don't have a choice. We have got to get over to one of those Advent bases as quickly as fucking possible. So we are at max contacts. What we'll probably do to get more is just assign an engineer. That is a thing that we can do. Ooh. Heavy armor combines reinforced advent plating with a powerful exoskeleton offering superior protection and damage resistance coupled with a wrist-mounted rocket launcher. We could unlock additional heavy weapons for this. Okay, that seems real good. Experimental heavy weapon. Troops, additional reinforcements if you bank. Possibly we could equip the even more advanced wrist-mounted weaponry capable of decimating enemy positions. I would rather devastate positions rather than decimate, because decimate means to kill 1 part in 10. I would rather devastate them and destroy them utterly. Alright, so 17 Illyrium crystals. Okay. But we did get a room we can use to build stuff in that does not require power, correct? I believe the shielded power coil powers itself, does it not? That's the benefit of the shielded power coil, is that it requires no power? Shielded power. Facility costs no power. That's strictly amazing. What does a laboratory do? Further, okay, so just more research speed. That's good, but not really fantastic. We have bonus power, and honestly, I think what we need more than we need to build something there right now, we need to build a workshop here. Once this is finished, and Elsie Schmidt, yeah, get to work on that. Once that's finished, we can staff 1 engineer who will then be able to staff our Advanced Warfare Center, our Resistance Comms, our Power Relay, and whatever we choose to build in this room by having them just make gremlins do it. Gremlins did it! Yeah, sure, Billy, gremlins. It's always about the gremlins. No, if you feed them after midnight, they come out for the... Yeah, whatever, Billy. Let's take you back to your room, buddy. Come on, let's get you in the straitjacket here, and make sure you take your meds, Billy. But no, it's the gremlins, I promise. My dad got one from an old... Shut up, Billy. Because that's the way Billy in his story about the gremlins actually would have gone. They would have put Billy in a home. Nobody would have believed Billy. And most of the witnesses in the town were dead, too. Gotta remember that. Alright, so Dr. Tigan has finished some research. Let's get him started on a new project then. Probably something that involves aliens, corpses, and fucking. Because that's sort of the way he rolls. Shadow Chamber. Allow Dr. Tigan and Chief Chen to conduct highly specialized projects to decrypt the aliens' most valuable secrets. So what good is a laboratory then? The Advent Shield Bearer autopsy can now be completed instantly. Viper also instantly? Excellent. All right, well, let's do both of these then. Just knock them out of the way. I love this instant autopsy thing. This is fantastic.
To seeing the clear intermingling of both human
Does that thing have boobs?
Material, I must admit.
Wait, is the Viper a lady snake? It definitely has boobs. Oh, Dr. Tigan is in for the evening, I think. Be like, hey, an alien with boobs. Oh, Dr. Tigan's all about that. Let's do the nasty. And you don't even want to know where he's going to stick the end of that tail. You don't want to know what he's going to do with that thing. You don't, seriously, don't even try and imagine it. Battlefield medicine. Interesting.
Referred to in the past as the Thin Man has now been revealed to actually be a genetic derivative of this wholly reptilian.
And also a female, so it should be a thin woman? A thin lady, perhaps? New Proving Ground project available. The venom injected by the Viper into its victims is nasty stuff, okay. However, it also contains venom that can be isolated from medkits, greatly improving coagulation at wound site. Okay, so, yeah, that's interesting, but not really something we're going to be prioritizing, Lily. Shield Bearer autopsy.
Advent shield bearers are quite similar to the bulk of Advent's forces, and that they are the product of careful.
Once again, look at the O face on that guy. He's like, oh, he's making the face because Dr. Tigan's got a finger up his butthole again. Every time you see that little O-shaped mouth, you know Dr. Tigan. See, you can't see his hands. You don't know where they are right now. It's because they're firmly planted in that shield bearer's rectum. They're right on up there.
These shield bearers are not
experimental armor. Which does what then? And that it's white, Dr. Tigan? Thanks for telling me the patents. So he's like, yeah, it's painted white, so, you know, watch out. The white ones are shield bearers. New vest designs by incorporating recovered delirium cores can increase soldier survivability in a dramatic fashion. Okay, interesting. Again, I'll put that on the list, Lily. We got a lot of other shit working in the Proving Ground. Specifically, we need to do skull mining as quickly as possible. Illyrium, Advent turret breakdown, Advent mech break. I would rather wait until... It's pretty much all autopsies or Illyrium, though, huh? So what's our fastest autopsy? Berserker and Muton are both 4... They're all 4 days, huh? No, that one's 2. You know, I'd really... Let's do a Muton.
Central Officer Bradford has personally substantiated claims that the massive frontline unit they call the Muton...
Yeah, well, you know, why are you going to Bradford for that shit? I was the guy who commanded roughly 500 long war missions and killed probably 1,000 Mutons there, Tigan. You should come to me. Also, can't help but notice that this Muton is face down, ass up, because that's the way Dr. Tigan really likes to fuck. Yeah. He doesn't like to look in your eyes. He doesn't want to make eye contact during the during the act. Mostly because the corpses that he's humping are dead and their eyes are all filmy and cloudy with cataracts. It's a little weird. So he flips them over and comes at him from behind. Unless they're making the O face, which in case, you know, finger, butthole, whatnot. We've talked about this sort of at length. So that's got all our research taken care of. What's going on up in the Proving Ground? We need to check that out.
It's difficult to come by outside the cities, even among the staunchest of anti-alien dissidents. Recovered Advent equipment is highly coveted.
So you're saying gasoline is like a thing of the past and difficult? Build the shadow chamber. Tell me more. Oh, this is our next sort of storyline objective. Research alien encryption. Okay, so we've done all of this stuff. Build a shadow chamber. Yeah, you know what? That shit can fucking wait. We've got other things we need to build that I feel are a higher priority. Like a psi chamber, perhaps, would be real good. So we have 167 supplies, 159 intel, which should be enough to make contact with the next region, although that one is going to cost us 120. That's pretty steep. We could build a relay tower as well. We do have the supplies for it.
Your old man would be proud of what we've managed to do here. What
are you talking to me, Bradford? I don't think you knew my father, sir. Oh, talking to Dr. Shen. Do I need to be involved in this conversation, guys?
He knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith in humanity.
Yeah, if there was one thing Dr. Shen always kept in mind, it was that he couldn't remember where he last put his pudding, and he was very interested in getting the pudding. Alternatively, he didn't really keep much of anything in mind, because the man's Alzheimer's was fucking crippling. So I don't want to build another exosuit. A spider suit could be very useful. It takes 4 days. Battlefield medicine. Skull. We got to do skull mining, right? I mean, that seems like the most useful. So we're going to start skull mining. I would love to get some experimental ammo. Can we do more than one of these at a time? Just queues them. All right. Well, is there a way to cancel that? You know what? Fuck it. We'll just leave the experimental ammo. It's fine. It only took an Illyrium core. I wonder if there's a way we could speed things up in here. Maybe we should build another proving ground? I'm not entirely sure. Do we have an engineer who's not doing anything? 1, 2, nope. All our engineers. All right, well, they're all assigned, so there's really, it's just back to scanning then. Let's make contact. First contact. Possibly with the, okay, so here we go. Troopers coming back on duty, which is huge. Because without those guys on duty, the duty was going to be hitting the fucking fan. Glad to see some of the ace team coming back. Here we come to make contact once again with yet another band of noble resistance fighters. How's it hanging, guys? You staying strong out here in Eastern Europe? Yeah? Vigilio Confidio? Confido? I have no idea how to pronounce that. My Latin is terrible. We did get 60 extra supplies. We can make contact with Western Europe. How much is that going to cost us from an intel? Yeah, I'm not really worried about East Africa. A supply drop, yes, I know it's available. I'll go pick it up when I get a minute. So making contact, we actually can't make contact here. All right, so we're going to need more radio facility. We've got to up that in order to make contact. So there's got to be a way we can do that. We have resistance comms. We're going to have to detail an engineer to get down here. How are things going up there in the infirmary, Dr. Rue McClanahan? Pretty good. Who's left? It looks like Denise Nuclear Richards, and is that Ace? I really would like Ace back, if possible. Denise Nuclear Richards is down for 2 days, and Jake, I'm with Busty, down for only 1 day. You know, at this point, I think we can probably spare Dr. Rue. Even a woman as punishingly inept as Denise Richards isn't going to be able to further injure herself too badly. She is in a hospital bed, and Amy Smart is sort of keeping an eye on her. They were the very best of friends, you know, the two cadets together, who's lightly embraced after they had a sort of good-natured race to the cadet ship to see who got to fly the crap back to the Roger Young, and then possibly smash the Roger Young into a large stationary object. Wow, they teleported, but suddenly came back. Apparently, they really liked Dr. Rue McClanahan. They were like, don't leave us, Dr. Rue. And Rue was like, fuck you, I got shit to do. No. I want to come to resistance. No. Can I go to resistance comms, please? Thank you. That's what we need to do. Engineer required. Yeah, let's go ahead and, Rue McClanahan is going to work on hers extensive network of contacts, because that's what good Dr. Rue McClanahan does. Sexual contact, specifically. Dr. Rue McClanahan, a vibrant and sexually powerful woman. So we could make contact. That's going to cost a ton of intel. Would I rather take the time? No, I can't let the Avatar project progress anymore. I just can't. I don't want to do the mission. I want to go make contact, please. Thank you. Let's go do that. Yeah, I'm going. Western Europe. I mean, shit, we got the UK, we got France, we got Spain, we got Italy, we got all of the shit. Jake Busey is back on duty. Things are starting to look good here. Muton autopsy is finished. Things are rolling along. Dr. Tigan probing buttholes, face down, ass up, and whatnot. This is all good. New item available. Advanced grenade launcher. Sweet new proving ground project available. Plasma grenade. All of these things we are desperate to have in our possession. Propel grenades further and grants a larger effect. Oh, that seems real good. Plasma grenade is like a thing we're definitively going to want. Let's do the... Do I want to do these turrets? Illyrium. You know what? Let's start on Illyrium.
I had assumed you'd make that research.
Yeah, you always say that, Dr. Tigan, but it's easy after the fact, isn't it? Oh, I assumed you'd make that research a priority because I know you better than you know your own mind. So let's get rid of that experimental ammo. We're going to cancel that project. We will queue another project, but that project is going to be big old plasma grenades because I want more grenades and more powerful grenades. Interesting choice, really? You don't think having more powerful grenades when I use grenades at the drop of a hat, Lily, is like not just an interesting choice, but a smart one? Don't ever question me. Don't ever question me, Lily. So Europe only has 2 places. All right, we've acquired new targets for our guerrilla operations. We have to try and stop the breakthrough. Rapid response, we already have this, so you know what? Trying to stop it now is completely pointless. Major breakthrough, we've got, what's the other one? It was hidden, right? It was hidden, and we don't even know what it is. I do like the 174 supplies, that's nice, but you know what? An engineer is better for us, and this, we simply cannot give them 2 blocks to the Project Avatar project. We cannot let this dark event happen. We're already too far behind the 8 ball, so we're going to India. Saddle up the ride, get everybody ready. Start putting on the Brahma bulls and, I don't know, maybe get ready to float some corpses down the Ganges, probably ours. I mean, ideally it'll be alien corpses doing the floating, but yeah, you're going to go ahead and get rid of this Skulljack, Dina Meyer, because we sort of learned our lesson about having you carry that around and that it's not a fantastic idea. Also, we did learn that pretty much anybody can use the Skulljack, so let's do this. I'd like to make that item available, please. Can I just equip nothing instead? No, I cannot. No. Okay. All right, interface, stop fighting me. Make utility items available, please. Thank you. Also, somebody needs to be wearing the exo armor. I'm trying to figure out who would be best suited to do that. I'm thinking maybe Seth Gilliam. I mean, we got a suit. We should put it on, right? So instead of Predator armor, ooh, yeah, what do you do? Holy crap, your huge health bonus. Well, your 1 health bonus, but it also gives you armor. As a heavy armor system, the exosuit allows a soldier to mount a heavy weapon. Only the rocket launcher is available initially. Additional heavy weapons project to proving grounds will unlock more heavy weapon systems for construct. So this basically makes you a mech trooper? No. But it looks cool as shit. So this is the actual armor that the mobile infantry was supposed to be wearing. And of course, I mean the mobile infantry from the books, not the mobile infantry from the eponymous film. That stuff's real creaky. It doesn't really seem like it's going to be that stealthy. Can we maybe quiet that down a little? Don't we have the improved grenade launcher? Or is it just better now? Bonus grenade range, bonus grenade. Okay, so yeah, it's better. All right. Rocket launcher. Ooh, yeah. Frag grenades. All right. Yeah, okay. So Seth Gilliam is going to be a one-man destruction machine. He's going to have bonus armor because remember, Seth Gilliam also has blast padding. So he's going to be a pretty durable tank for us. If we have to have somebody get shot, I'm thinking throwing Seth Gilliam out in front of that shit is going to be the way to go henceforth. Jake Busey? You're still toting your mad shotgun, right? What should we give you? I mean, somebody needs to be carrying some of this stuff. You know what? We could give you... Let's give you a... No, I don't want to flashbang Jake Busey. The Skulljack is interesting, but I think we definitely need to give that to Casper Van Dien. We're definitely not going to want to... Yeah, you know what? Just keep that frag grenade. That's fine. Dina Dizzy Meyer with battle scanners. Actually, you know what? I think that's a pretty good call. Eric Brustcotter, we don't really need you at all. Casper Van Dien, you, sir, will be skulljacking because this gives you a bonus to your hack. Yeah, now you're a hacking fool. Casper Van Dien is basically suddenly Hugh Jackman from Swordfish. He's going to be a hacking champ. Is there anything we want to or can give Amy Smart? We could give Amy Smart a med kit or a mim... you know what? I think we'll go... No, we don't want Amy Smart carrying a mimic beacon. Her turns are sort of too valuable. I mean, that sounds ridiculous, but it's kind of the case. Is there a way to remove this without making all utility items available? Because that undoes everybody, right? No, it doesn't. In fact, it doesn't even undo Amy Smart. All right, fine. So let's do this. Then we'll just add Amy Smart back in, I guess. Okay, that's good. So, Amy, yeah, we're not going to give you a utility item at all. I already made this mistake once and learned that I can't undo it. Stop wasting my own time, Pete. So we got Brenda Samurai Strong. I really like that nickname, even though I'm probably going to have to change it. I mean, it's got to be Captain Brenda Strong. Eric Brustcotter. You know, Matt Levin did us a pretty good turn. What do we need on this mission, though? We've got a specialist. I don't really want to take both of my specialists on a mission again unless I know it's going to be supremely difficult. Also, Denise Richards is still hurt, so it's out of the question. Lakeland, we could bring Tammy Adrian George. You know what? Brenda Strong actually did a good job, but I'd kind of like to level things out, as strange as it may sound. I'm going to forego a more experienced trooper in a favor of trying to get a little more experience for one of our lesser experienced guys here. And I think we will give you the Mimic Beacon. So you can go ahead and have that. That's fine. And so, yeah, you know what? Let's just give Amy Smart a med kit. Somebody should be carrying it. We don't have Denise Richards on the mission. Normally she no. Go back to the Guerrilla Ops, please. Back to New India. Back to confirm. Please don't. Okay. I love that it remembers the team thing. This is great. Let's just launch the mission because I'm a dumbass and clicked the wrong button. We are going to pick up another engineer from this mission, which has supremely huge benefits for us. More engineers means more space, means more supplies, means the ability to assign engineers to do more tasks. I'm excited about the Operation Choking Rose. It's actually the name of Axl Rose's first pornographic expert, or his sort of experiment. His first experimental porno film. It was called Choking Rose. Turns out Axl's really into sort of erotic asphyxiation. Yeah, it was mostly just scenes of like him being strangled. Once again, our frame rate has really tanked. I mean, I now have 2 objections to XCOM 2. This, of course, still being the one, and such a minor thing, it almost feels like it feels cheap to even complain about it. The other one, of course, being that sometimes it seems like the missions don't really pay attention to how far away from your objective you are when it just assigns it a number of turns. Feels a little condensed sometimes, especially on the higher difficulties, and last mission was sort of an ideal example of that. The light is red. Red means go, so let's launch that. I think red technically means standby for the military, but fuck that. Red means stop. Just because you're the military, you don't get to change that. You don't get to change a cultural paradigm that's basically universal. Red is bad. Oh, there's nothing like spawning full in on sight of a turret. Or a billion turrets. Okay, so what's my goal here? Defend a thing. Got it. So we do have camouflage, but there are 8 trillion turrets between us and our objective from the looks of things. I'm going to go ahead and say bad. So Jake Busey, you're our Phantom. Let's not have you take firstie since we've got camouflage. Casper Ghost Van Dien, you're probably too important. Levin, you're expendable. Let's have you do this.
Affirmative. Moving out.
What do we got here? Anything? So we have a turret, some civilians. Potential hack target? No. Is that the turrets? Okay, so that's the turrets detection radius, which is much larger than I would have expected. All right, 11, keep moving.
Looks like hostiles over
We've got a Muton and what appears to be some manner of Advent Trooper. Okay. Another turret. So the aliens really went heavy on the turrets here. They're bunkered up. We could cut through. Can we cut through this? We might just want to try and go around, maybe. Would it be better to go around or just start straight up killing stuff? You know what? Now, let's not mess around here. We know the paradigm that works. Let's set up an ambush and make with the murder. Yeah, I think the murder is probably the right move here. When in doubt, start murdering. That's usually just a good rule of thumb, both in XCOM and just life in general. Well, we're going to try it, especially now that Johnny Rico is like the world's 2nd greatest hacker. Of course, still behind, admittedly. He's a great hacker now, but he's no Hugh Jackman. I mean, he doesn't get a hack while dancing around like an idiot drinking wine. Talking about firewalls. It's aren't fucking firewalls. I have problems with Swordfish. I'm not going to lie. I have some objections to the film. I think they got a lot of stuff wrong. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Where is the turret we're theoretically capable of hacking? I mean, honestly, what we should probably do is just haywire protocol one of those turrets and use it to shoot the enemy in the face. Because that seems like a way better use of our time and trouble. In fact, that may be how we launch this assault. And I'm pretty sure it's exactly how we're going to launch this assault. I love the fact that our... Okay, so you are not a mech trooper, because despite having this exosuit, Seth Gilliam... Yeah, he can still take advantage of cover. He still gets the benefits of concealment. That I am a very large fan of. Dina Meyer, we're going to get you over in a flank position so you can maybe do a little sniping for us here in a moment. Okay, so this Muton is dashing over here to make themselves highly grenadable. And our thingamabob took 4 damage. So it seems like we don't have a turn counter, but the fact that the aliens are going to shoot at the thingamabob... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Amy Smart, I don't really think we want to have you go firsties here, or go on Overwatch, really. If we're going to do Overwatch, who would we want it to be? Because we do want to try an Overwatch pop that, man, I really would rather just have Seth Gilliam drop a grenade on their asses. How much damage does the rocket do? A lot. It's also really big. This seems real good. It hits basically everything. So, Levin, you are a Phantom. We won't have you go on Overwatch. I do want some Overwatch. Maybe Dina Meyer? Oh, we want to look at Killzone. Holy shit, Killzone is fucking enormous. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do that then. That ability seems, now that I've actually seen it in action, fucking unbelievably amazing. Casper Van Dien, we're going to come back to you in a moment. Probably going to have you jack a turret and then shoot some guys. Levin, we'll come back to you in a moment. Busey? Also, I think we'll come back. Yeah, let's just do this. So, Gilliam, let's make with the rocket here. This thing seems real good. 4 to 7 damage from the rocket. Actually, what do we get out of a grenade? Can we get a grenade that far? Not quite. Actually, the rocket has better range than the frag, but it's nice to know that our frags are still really good. Alright, so let's tag this Muton in one of these turrets with a rocket. Very Iron Man. Oh, that was cool. Man, these civilians are surprisingly nonchalant about the rocket that just flew past their face and exploded the entire universe. They're like, you know, it's like, what is this? Is today Wednesday? Guess it's Wednesday then, because the rocket thing just happened. Yeah, you know, your Wednesdays are going to do that. So that Muton has set himself on fire and wandered into our kill zone. Which seems to be not as good as I... Well, I did kill the other unit. So theoretically, we would have got a shot at both units with kill zone. I may have squandered it based on the fact that that exploding car just completely murdered the other guy. This I am not pleased about. Alright, Casper Van Dien, you're going to go Haywire Protocol here on our goodly, friendly neighborhood turret. So let's just do this. Here goes the old gremlin. Go get him, Gizmo. Oh, man, that would be the greatest... Wait, is this thing's actual name Gizmo? Because then I would feel bad about making the same joke that the developers made. Wow. We have a very bad chance of doing this, actually. We could stun the turret, almost guaranteed. Controlling the turret is nigh impossible. Man, I did not expect this to be this difficult. Alright, so I think we just shut it down. Increases its aim and defense stats. You know what? Let's come back to this in a moment, Casper Van Dien. Once this Muton is dealt with, then we'll consider trying to take it over. I don't really like this will increase its aim. I don't care for that even a little bit. Alternatively, we could just jolt it and blow it up too. So we've got Jake Busey, Casper Van Dien, okay, so Levin can just run over here, and this is going to blow his cover, which admittedly is not fantastic. Look, I've spotted! Yeah, too bad it's not going to do you any good, buddy. You're just about to get blown into chunklets. Levin is flanked, but he's only flanked by this guy, who he can't miss and can't fail to kill. And he has turned that Muton into chunky soup. It's also important to note that Muton was on fire, because... I don't know, he had a pyromaniac moment, I guess. He's just like, fuck it, I'm setting myself on fire. So before we increase this thing's defense stat, should we then take some shots at it? It does not seem like the worst idea. If we could do that from good cover, I will. And yes, I know this blows Jake Busey's cover, but we do have battle scanners if we want them. What's your hit percentage like here, Jake? Pretty damn good. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Even though it does have a ton of armor up. 4 armor, still got 8 damage. Did we just wreck that? You're the greatest hero in XCOM history, Jake Busey. And also, you are implacable, which I love this ability. Implacable may be my new favorite ability in the game. It's so good. Also, he killed an enemy, so doesn't that mean, in addition to implacable, he is whatever the other thing is, where it makes like the next attack that targets him just automatically miss, right? I mean, that's a thing. Casper Van Dien, I think we're going to bring you around on the old end-aroundy here. If you can get vision on that turret. Oh, and I'm totally cool with that. Let's just move you up to here then on a double. Alright, so Ace team is doing Ace work here. I mean, Ace is on the team, so shouldn't be any kind of surprise. I can't tell if that came from here or there, but I'm amazed that the aliens fucking missed a stationary target. So what is this? Excuse me, what's moving? We got to take a shot at the turret with Kill Zone? Oh man, Kill Zone is amazing. You've got to be shitting me. Alright, so Amy Smart is now very badly hurt. Oh, never mind. I mean, she's sort of hurt. I wouldn't say she's very badly hurt. She's not in great shape, but... I'm a little salty about that, actually. What kind of cover is this? Terrible cover is the answer. But it should be the last enemy on the map, too. Alright, Levin, just... That thing is on Overwatch? I thought Levin had Shadow Step, but that was Brenda Strong, not Levin. I'm the world's dumbest, and yet, consequently, the world's luckiest man. You need to level on that kill, Levin. That's your second kill this mission. wanna crank a level up here, buddy, so I can actually get you Shadow Step and I don't make that same mistake again, because I don't want to, hate to say it, but I will make that same mistake again. All right, let's take a look here. So our first theory on the hack did not really go that well. Let's see what option number 2 is. What's behind door number 2, Monty? Something better? New car? 10,000 bucks? Naked Amy Smart? 50% chance to gain a facility lead. And nearby enemy groups being alerted to my position. Honestly, I feel nearby enemy groups being alerted to my position is like the least of the penalties. So if I'm gonna set one off, I do really feel like that's probably the one you want to pick. If you have to pick one, that's really the one you want. So let's get Casper Van Dien to some quality cover, assuming quality cover exists. And then I say we just, you know what, let's just do it. Let's just bring on the enemies. Yeah, and let's make what the fuck here. So Diz, oh, I can foresee Killzone having some significant drawbacks then. One, it has a fairly long cooldown. The other significant drawback being it really burns through ammo at a furious pace.
Ready to rock.
We need to get Dizzy a reloader, I think. All right, Amy Smart, you have the med kit, right? Well, Amy Smart does have the med kit, so I think we should definitely just use that.
Get up and get back out there.
Wow, listen to Amy Smart try to cheer herself up. That's some real Stuart Smalley sort of, you know, she's smart enough, she's good enough, and doggone it, people like her. Seth Padre Gilliam, you can't really do much of anything, can you? All right, Busey, your phantom ability is gone, but you did one-shot a turret. I mean, that's what we sacrificed your phantom ability for, was the ability to one-shot a turret. Let's bring you up here to this terrible cover. And I really feel like, you know what, let's just bring the whole team forward. I hate taking cover behind potentially exploding cars. But I'm still going to do it. All right, and then we're going to go for this hack. All right, Casper Van Dien, get me a lead on this facility. Let's do this. Break the firewall. Even though it's not a firewall, break the firewall. That's the only movie terminology for computer stuff that writers know. Everything is a firewall. You gotta break the firewall. Also, you should do it while drinking wine and dancing around. Holy crap, Casper Van Dien rolled something amazing. Alien facility lead. All right, sweet. I don't know specifically what that does, but I'm excited to have it. If it gives us another facility, we can maybe go try and ruin in order to sort of slow the progress of the Avatar project. I would definitely be a fan of that. Seth Gilliam hunkered down. So that shot definitely came from, like, right, never mind. We can see the guys that took the shot. All right, so there's Vipers right there. What can we do about those Vipers? Do we want to do anything about the Vipers? I mean, they did miss last turn. Is this the turn we want to sort of spawn them? Or would we rather try and wait? I mean, now, hell, some of our guys can actually almost straight up see them. We do have a Mimic Beacon if we need it. It looks like just 2 Vipers in this pod. I don't suppose Dizzy can get a shot, can we? Can't get a squad sight shot out of this, can we? We absolutely cannot. Okay. Dizzy, once we get vision, would be able to get a squad sight overwatch shot, though. So, well, I mean, she would have if we hadn't moved. It's just 2 Vipers. Can't believe I said that, but it is just 2 Vipers. All right, if Amy Cameo Smart can get to here without activating that pod, we'll take another turn of setup. I'm pretty sure she spawned him. Oh, there's a fucking codec there, too, that we didn't see. Delightful! So this is probably going to be a Mimic Beacon turn, then. I have a very strong feeling. All right, so who has the Mimic Beacon? Because they're going to need to throw it. Who brought it? Who brought the Mimic? Not Seth Gilliam. Matt Levin has the Mimic Beacon. Okay, yeah, we'll probably just go ahead and use that. If we're going to do that, though, we want to make sure everybody's in the best possible position to contribute. So, Diz, it doesn't really matter where you stand. Let's get you over here to full cover. All right, Amy Cameo Smart, what can you do? We don't want to do anything to the codec unless we can just straight up murder it. So do we drop a grenade on it? It's gonna teleport, which is typically fairly... alternatively, we could ignore it and go for the Vipers. Now, I think the Kodak is the bigger threat. Vipers are a real pain in the dick, but honestly, I don't think they're as big of a pain in the dick as this Kodak was. The last time we fought one, it really posed a problem. And so 3 damage, which is going to make it do what? Stand there like an asshole? No, it has cloned itself. Man, that clone bullshit. So wait, which one's... Every time it clones itself, it loses health. Is that how that works? Like it splits its health when it clones? That is not cover, even though it sort of looks like cover. We don't want to be there. Seth Gilliam does have a flank shot. So he could just straight up kill that Kodak, but that sort of seems like a waste. Levin has to throw the beacon. All right, so let's get Levin over here. Don't run through fire or anything, Matt. Civilian, you should probably, yeah, get the hell out of Dodge. That seems like a smart move for you. Jake Busey, what about a run and gun? So Jake Busey runs and guns to here. Definitely kills this thing. Then the next enemy attack automatically misses and he gets a move. I am very much a... Yeah, you know what? I think this is a worthwhile ploy. Unless it spawns another pod, which could happen. Let's rethink that very slightly. So let's go with the run and gun. I still like the run and gun plan. We're just going to choose our movement a little differently.
Good to go.
We run and gun to here, take our shot, and see what happens. Okay, so Ace, guarantee kill here. That's why we call him the Ace. 10 damage to the Kodak right in the face. That's going to suck. Honestly, we might be able to get a kill on this Viper, too. Okay, yep. This is, Then we might not need the Mimic Beacon. So we're going to Indomitable Jake Busey to here. Yeah, I know it's there. Also, don't do the camera snap thing, because every time you do that, I shit my pants just a little bit, because I think maybe I've spawned another pod. A little bit of poop water just hit the bottom of my britches. So if we threat assessment Overwatch, what are your hit percentage chances here, Matt Levin? Not terrible. Terrible. Can we get a grenade over there onto that Kodak? If we do, it'll just teleport again. Padre, what are your hit percentages like? Bad and worse. You definitely don't have the range to go that far. Amy Smart has already taken her turn. Casper Van Dien. We could go for the threat assessment Overwatch shot for Jake Busey. You know what? It's a bad risk, because the problem with that scenario is, what if the Viper dodges? I really feel like we got to go with the Mimic Beacon here. So Levin, that's gonna be your job. You're gonna Mimic Beacon. We'll do that last. So what do we want to do with Casper Van Dien, then, is the question. Seth Padre Gilliam, we also got to figure out something to do with you. I think we just get you to cover. And maybe, speaking of cover, what are your hit percentages like? Bad, bad. I can't believe that the demolition ability can miss, by the way. That seems sort of ridiculous. I actually like this play, and there's a reason. Let's do this. It also did not work. I really don't understand demolition. Either we've gotten supremely unlucky, and the 2 times we've used it, it's missed both times, which I have to say seems a little unlikely. Or the alternative is it just doesn't do what I think it does. I thought it was just supposed to destroy cover, but it doesn't really seem like it destroys cover, and we're going to do a threat assessment yes, aid protocol Dizzy. That's yeah. No, come on. Okay, so we can't back tab through that. We got to go all the way around the horn. Yes, aid protocol the Mimic Beacon. That's hilarious that we could even do it. Possibly a bug, actually, too. What would aid protocoling a Mimic Beacon actually do? It gives it an Overwatch shot that it can't take. We all know who gets the aid protocol, and that is Jake Busey, because he's the world's greatest man. Alright, well, that sucks big dick. And honestly is something I was more than a little concerned about. So Jake Busey's going to waste his Overwatch shot. Fantastic. Suddenly feel dramatically less good about my situation.
Come on, focus.
Is that a shield bearer back there? That appears to be a shield bearer. So the Kodak is wrecking the Mimic Beacon for 4 damage. All right, worse things have happened. Some of these Vipers are going to keep it busy. Here comes a tongue grab, I'm going to guess. Yep, that misses. The Mimic Beacon is immune to tongue grabs, which makes it the greatest counter to Vipers in the history of the universe. Because they always waste their first action. Then he's going to shoot it. and miss, and also destroy the Codex cover. That was brilliant. Oh, that was so good. Matt Levin is going to destroy that, man. You're going to try and bind it and fail, I'm going to guess? What are you doing? Going to try and bind it and fail? Or shoot it and miss? Man, the Mimic Beacon is really taking a lot of heat here. I wonder if you could aid Protocol a Mimic Beacon to just give it bonus defense. It seems like that would be nothing short of amazing.
They're bringing in reinforcements.
Okay, well, this is suddenly a lot of fucking guys. So we can definitely get the Kodak. Which is good, because we definitely need to get the Kodak. So what's our hit percentage here? That did not destroy his cover. We also need to get that Viper. Dizzy, what can you do? 42, 26, and a 22. God damn, those shots are terrible, Diz. I mean, I know you have a significant penalty because of the distance on Overwatch, but still, those are real bad. So I think Jake Busey has to just go for the Indomitable action here, right? We walk up, mash that Codex into a pile of fucking old potatoes, and then maybe move to here. Let's see if we can... Let's make sure we're going to be able to kill that Viper first. I don't really want to take many risks with Amy Smart. Seth Padre, Gilliam... Man, you have no cover options at all, buddy. Just none. Like, you can't even get to cover. I keep thinking that this dead turret is cover, and it's not cover, and it's really starting to sort of fuck with my program a little bit. So we got to bring Seth Gilliam to here, because this is literally the best he's going to be able to do. He has to be in some sort of cover, even though half cover is terrible. We can destroy that. This will kill the Codec and destroy that Viper's... This is a better play. Yeah, I'm not worried about blowing up my used Mimic Beacon, thank you. It's already gone. I'm not sure if that's a bug, too, where the Mimic Beacon... Thanks for blowing up that street sign, by the way. Seth Gilliam does not stop. He does not stop for anyone. That's the one thing we know about Seth Gilliam. The man does not stop. So, Jake Busey, then. We could run him up behind his car, but unless he kills something, he does not get his free move, so that's sort of dangerous. Levin, you should have a fantastic shot here. 71% is not as good as I would have expected. Dizzy, you should have a... Okay, 67% is probably the best Dizzy's going to do, so let's just go ahead and take this on the unit that's in the open. You give Dizzy an opening, and she will put a bullet near the enemy, who I'm pretty sure that guy dodged. 3 damage from Diz. It's not great, but it's also better than nothing. Amy Cameo Smart's going to come in here, and I think we're going to have her level some terrain. Yes, we know you have a flank shot, Amy. That's amazing. But you know what else we have you do? You can grenade both of these guys. Is this hitting them both? Can't tell. Does not appear to be hitting them both. Is there any combination that allows it to hit them both? There is not. All right, well, we may as well wreck this guy's cover then, because the other unit is already out of cover. So Amy Smart's going to go long with a little bit of grenade action here. Her own cover in return is also going to be definitely suboptimal. We need to get Casper Van Dien in a Skulljack position, as well as possibly contributing some combat support here. So we want to get Casper close. Levin, we're going to move you to this half cover and have you kill Snaky here. Yeah, keep running, civilian. 87%. All right, Matt, we need this one. Don't let us down, kitten. Oh, that's my sexy kitten right there. Oh, I love my kitten. That's real good. It's real good, buddy. It's real good. Yeah, you're fine. I think even on a dodge, Ace still pulls the kill here. So I'm fairly comfortable with him going ahead and taking a little bit of a less than optimal move. This man is dead. Right in the fucking face. 10 damage. God, you're so good. Jake Busey, you're so good, buddy. Jake Busey does have a move, and he is out of ammo, so I think, honestly, we just take Jake Busey out of a position where the enemy can even shoot at him. I don't see any advantage to putting him in harm's way whatsoever. Casper Van Dien cannot get to where I would like him to be. I don't want Casper Van Dien to be visible to the enemy either. So, you know what? I think we'll just bring him up here next to the oxyacetylene tanks, which is a terrible idea. Oh, well, that's fine. I'm going to stand next to the explosives while the reinforcements rain from the fucking skies. I'm sure this won't have tragic consequences. So what do we got coming in? A mech, a stun lancer, and what appears to be an advanced troop. Oh, this is a lot of guys. Yep, there they are. Didn't take much to spot them since they literally ran right in on top of us. Casper Van Dien pulling some Overwatch because he did double move and he did not take any other actions, so we got the freebie. We can hurt those guys with a long-distance grenade from the rooftop. That guy should not even be able to see Johnny Rico. What did he do there? What was that move? What did you do? Did he just shoot us through a fucking wall? No, he shot the thing. Okay. I was going to be real salty if he shot at Ace and hit him through a wall. I was going to be supremely pissed off. So here comes the shield. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, so we can probably jack somebody with a skull lance. That car exploded. No one is shocked by this. Ace, you should have free reloads, right? Pretty sure you do. It's a free reload, right? Yeah, okay, good. So you can do some real awful shit to some real awful people. Amy Smart, what are your hit percentages like here? No, don't Overwatch. Terrible. Bad. Also bad. Terrible. And you can't even really see the thing I very much wish you could see. So Seth Padre Gilliam is going to have to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. What's the cover like? Half. Any full cover available for you, Seth? It does not appear to be the case. I'd really rather not having you hide behind a bunch of bags of trash.
What's over there?
What do you mean, what's over there? It's like 10 feet from you. Just walk over there. Why the... What's over there? What could possibly go... So this is going to do bad things to our cover. And it's also going to do bad things to the people inside this building, which I'm surprisingly okay with. We're going to get some grenade damage out of this. We're going to shred most of this shield shit. And we're also going to drop these guys down a floor, which is going to do some damage as well. Thump. Did you have a nice trip, fellas? It's never funny. So there goes the shields. Those guys are all pretty badly wrecked up. Actually, we did not hit this guy, huh? Alright, well, that's interesting. Amy Cameo Smart suddenly has a flank shot at the Advanced Stun Lancer, which probably is about the best she's going to do. Let's see what Dizzy's got. Diz, you have Kill Zone and 2 bullets. We don't know if those guys are going to beat... You know what? Let's go for the... No, because that's not going to kill him. If we're going to shoot at something, we want to take a shot that will kill something. Let's go for the Stun Lancer then. There we go. That's my girl. Dina Meyer sending him ass over tea kettle, tumbling like a fucking gymnast there. How'd that feel, champ? I'm going to guess not good. I'm going to guess that did not feel particularly good. All right, Casper Van Dien. We got this shield bearer who's a real annoying fucking dick. Is there any chance you could skulljack him? No. Okay, so... What about this guy? You can't get to him to skulljack him. So the one thing we know is that there will be no jacking. Interesting. Levin. We could bring you up here and put you on Overwatch, but I'm not really sure that's beneficial. Jake Busey. Okay, so Busey could straight up kill one of these guys for certain, possibly 2. Alright, so Amy Smart, 53, 33. Those are both bad. We might just have Amy Smart suppress here. I think that's probably the better option. Casper Van Dien, we do want you to be able to contribute something, but we also want you in a position of, like, at least a modicum of safety when you're done. Because I really feel like Jake Busey's probably going to have to fall back. Levin does not have run and gun. He could go in for a melee strike. No, he can't because he's not fast enough. All right, let's bring Levin behind the exploded car and see what his hit percentages are like. Does this give him a... Okay, he's got a flank shot at something. What is it? He's a flank shot at the shield bearer, which I'm not really enthused about taking. 67%, or alternatively, we could just put him on Overwatch. He's behind indestructible cover. There is a Stun Lancer over here, so we're... You know what? Yeah, let's do the Overwatch thing.
I'm on it.
Amy Cameo Smart may also be going on Overwatch here because her hit percentages are bad. You know what? Nah, let's do suppression. I would rather suppress this advanced officer instead. That seems more useful. That just leaves us Casper Van Dien and Jake. I'm with Busey. Busey's got to kill somebody. He is not flanked. He'll absolutely murder this mech, and I don't want that mech firing grenades at us. Excuse me? I can't help but notice that that man is not dead. What does deflection mean? I don't understand that at all. Okay, well, I'm not happy. All right, Casper Van Dien, you're gonna fall back to this cover. I need you to be able to see this robot, which you should be able to do. Yes, okay. What's our chance to take control of the Advent Mech? If it's good enough, we will do it. If it's not good enough, we'll straight up kill it. Is it worth the risk, Casper Van Dien? Can you break its firewall, Casper? Probably not. No, alright, we're just gonna kill it then. So we will cancel the hack, and this mech, we're just gonna straight up murder it instead. So we'll just go for the old damage. Our position is not fantastic, but 35% is not good enough. Man, hacking does not... I love specialists, but the hacking thing doesn't really seem very good. I mean, we have plus 25 hack thanks to our Skulljack, and it's still not doing anything for us. So the Mech Trooper is dead. We've got one suppressed, one guy on Overwatch. If this Stun Lancer makes his move, there is a chance Matt Levin takes him out. If not, somebody's probably going to get whacked. All right, Amy Smart should be getting a shot here. She took it, and it fucking missed. God damn it, Amy Smart. That was a flank shot, too, by the way. Oh, great. Levin is going to waste his shotgun shot on this chump. I didn't waste it because it hit, but still. I am very salty about that outcome. Oh, this is terrible. Is this where... Oh, okay. So that's awful. What are you doing? It's flank shot. Oh, come on. Don't die, Ace. Oh, so lucky. But what is the shield bearer going to do? Oh, this turn has gone just horribly. He doesn't have a flank shot, at least. He's going to shoot the thing. Yeah, that's fine. Keep shooting that fucking thing. I don't care. You can shoot that all day. Once again, Ace is going to be taken out of action, and he's our greatest asset. I keep losing our greatest asset because I'm real dumb. Okay. All right, we got to wrap this one up. Come on, guys. We need some kills here. I know we could hack this officer, but all right, Casper Van Dien, what's your chance like? Now I'm starting to play a little rushed. You know what? You can't get there, so fuck it. Amy Smart's just going to kill him. Amy Smart, please murder this man. Don't miss again like you did last summer. Don't twist again like you did last summer either. That was good. 11 damage is acceptable. I find that a reasonable compromise. All right, so 11, you should be in an amazing position then, right? Seth Gilliam will come back to you. This guy still has his goddamn shield. That's surprisingly problematic. Dina Meyer, you have next to nothing. All right, so Jake Busey can walk in and vaporize the shield guy. Casper Van Dien. All right, let's have you come in here. Seth Gilliam, we're going to have you come over here and try and shred this guy. Can you see him from that tile? You can. This will be absolutely a flank shot. I do have to give the developers credit for one thing. What they've done is they really have engineered a situation where... Go to hell, Seth Gilliam. They have really engineered a situation where the aliens' willingness to sort of throw away their lives... They will do ridiculously stupid stuff for even a chance to injure XCOM troopers, which I have to say, it's appropriate. It seems like the right thing to do. The aliens have us grossly outnumbered. These should exactly be the kind of tactics that they're willing to employ. Jake Busey will have a can't miss shot here, and I'm pretty sure this will kill this man. Or at least very, very badly injure him. Nope, he straight up killed him. This is why Jake Busey is the greatest. He's the greatest there ever was. Jake Busey. He the greatest. And you got no shield left. We'll come back to that implacable move if we need it. But I imagine Matt Levin's just going to walk up and shoot this guy in the back. And I have no particular objection to this man being vaporized. He is out of ammo. That's real bad. Because his sword is not gonna... Well, I'm the world's... No, don't reload. Swing the fucking sword, please. I'm the world's dumbest man. Oh my god! Matt Levin, he's the greatest hero in the history of XCOM. He's the hero that we needed, if not the one that we deserved. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Matt Levin, buddy. Oh, your Operation Choking Rose. Yeah, Axel is somewhere unconscious, but he did achieve orgasm before passing out, and that's the only thing that counts. That was fantastic. What a clutch sword shot. 90.91 successful shot percentage. It definitely does not take Overwatch into that shot percentage, I'd like to point out. 5.35 damage per attack, new record. 1.86 enemies killed per turn, also a new record. Jake, I'm with Busey sweeping the awards, although except for most under fire, which went to the Mimic Beacon, which I kind of feel was a little unfair. It shouldn't really count, but it did its job. We can definitively say we would have been hardly butt-fucked had it not been for that Mimic Beacon. Those things are amazing. So amazing, I really feel like we should probably build some more of them. In fact, I may do that as soon as we get back to base, just so I don't forget. The Mimic Beacon is very powerful. It really saves your bacon once you've fucked the dog. Because I'm going to throw as many platitudes and sort of generalized sayings as I can. It'll save your bacon once you fucked a dog. When the jig is up and the chips are down, you can count on it when all hope is lost. So there's the light is red. Everybody coming back to base. Fantastic. Press any key to continue. We did get a promotion for Jake Busey. He's going to celebrate by going down to the infirmary and having them put a new liver in since his old one is shot out. Can we land the Sky Ranger, please? This episode is running real long here. Real long. In fact, this probably should have been 2 episodes, but it was not. 1 promotion for Newbie Levin. Oh, well, you know what? Corporal Levin, you fucking earned it, buddy. You're going to take Shadow Step. And we'll continue. So, going with our stock Ranger build, Jake Busey is gravely wounded. Amy Smart is just wounded. Honestly, we can spare both of those guys if we have to. We have some replacements. Picked up a Codex Brain, a superior stock. 3, oh, that's real good. Advanced mobility +2. All of these things. A facility lead, man. I know we suffered some injuries, but the loot on this mission was fantastic. All right, so we'll check out that facility lead. Also picked up a new engineer, Andrea Castro. We also picked up the praise of Optimus Prime and countered the fucking Avatar Project's major breakthrough, which probably is the most important thing that happened the entire mission. All right, so, I mean, I don't feel good about that one, but I feel good about the results, sort of, and I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM 2, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. Oh, okay, yep, do your thing, Bradford, because it wouldn't be an episode unless you did. Yeah, Van Dorn wasn't one of the greatest heroes in the history of XCOM when we won the Long War, Bradford. Clearly, you have developed Dr. Shin-style Alzheimer's. That's it for this one, though. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.